Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, Tuesday morning, the 18th of January. It is just 2 minutes early today. I have a volunteering day today, so I decided I'd get everything ready, and here I am, I'm ready to go. So I did. And I am Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, and I'm here streaming through B.live as the live streaming platform, and I'm going to my YouTube channel, so hi if you're watching from there, to the Facebook channels that are my Ros Boundy channel, mytimetv.live page, and the Ros Boundy profile, which is that private one, the first one you come up, and Body Soul app, streaming into that. So I still haven't done that little video yet. I'll do it when I'm back from the weekend of readings that's coming up tomorrow. There's only one more sleep now to go before Leanne and I head off to Bordertown first, and then to Mount Gambier for a week, extended weekend of readings, and the Rocky Road is ready. It's ready. So good morning to Akona, and no idea where you're from. It's the first time I've seen your little avatar, so welcome. And good morning to Shaz. How are you this morning? We've got Rena. Lovely to see you here. And we have Kerry Ann already too, so thank you. And also, just if you could, it would be lovely to have you let your friends know that we are live. Okay, so tune into your psychic senses, to your intuition, and that, even just tapping into your good old gut feeling as you're watching these cards being sort of explained. I just do it intuitively. Whatever pops into my head's what I come up with, because I trust that it is the spirits sending those messages in the way that I can ramble or explain or whatever. Just take what you need from it and all that. So you're in South Africa and it is your first time. It's wonderful to see you, Kona. Thank you for being here. And Shantae, you're from South Africa as well and would love a reading. This is a general card spread reading. So most of the work you're going to need to do for yourself of the extra messages that you might receive that's relevant for your life situation. So tap into those senses as we move over now to the cards. So here we go with the cards and the spread that we've got. Now, for those of you who are regular family that are here nearly every day with me as well, certainly you'd be familiar with how I do these readings. But for the new people and anyone who's watching on replay, welcome as well. This is the general card spread reading that I do use as a spread every morning. And I haven't quite got that centered. I thought I did have, but that's all right. We'll do it that way. Now, what we do here, and I'll stop that slidey thing going across. And here we go to our card first. So I do tend to pick that one up because it's too far away to read. So just because it's not what you're expecting, it doesn't mean that it isn't everything that you've been waiting for. So look at that beautiful little depiction of the 3 hours. It's showing us and teaching us patience, and that sometimes what we do want and ask for comes with a slightly different slant to the answer. Okay, it's not always what we first ask. So have that reminder there in your mind. We'll get it in a different way. Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. This is Leanne and Deb's invention or creation or channeling in how they created a card deck. And this is the one I've pulled from that deck this morning. And it is the third eye. And trust your intuition and acknowledge the guiding words that come from within. So that knowing without knowing. And beautiful gilding, the shiny paint colours and whatnot that they've used. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And the third eye, how important is that? And then this is the deck that I'm using. For those who are new, it's the Sierra Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand. So these are the Lenormand deck, not a tarot or other oracle. It is based on the Lenormand or Lenormand, and I use the expanded edition. You can just see that down the bottom. So we do have a couple, at least one from the expanded edition set. A Lenormand card, it's the Virgo in me, I have to straighten that. So here we go. The Lenormand has 36 cards in the original setting of the card decks for the Lenormand. Now, what we've got is the sun in our home space. We have the mask in the workspace. Heart is the unexpected today. We've got the anchor as your role, and we have the stairs as that pivotal or outcome card. So that is, that's the central one that I feel is basing the energy on. It is a yes or a no. It is a making a decision. It's going straight to it. What that does, yeah, we'll explain that when I get to number 5, because I do read these in sequence. So tune in, Akona and Shantae. So bring your senses to that heart space as you're watching for the first time. Sun really does bring that beautiful masculine energy and a strength that is shining the light on what you're doing in your home space today. So it's bringing out what is the strengths in what you're doing in those relationships that you have in your home space. It's bringing out that it's almost feeling like a spring clean type of a action for me today, that you know, as you're doing what is the humdrum, the housework, the whatever, you know, the cleaning, the cooking, the practicalities of running a home, a house. I'm feeling that smiling energy of, you know, the strength of keeping it moving, but it's with that smile on the face, it's with that shining light, that glowing energy, because it's also sharing that energy with those who are in your house and re-energizing, bringing it forward and in a sunshiny day type of way, so that you can spread that energy within your household and the relationships. It brings that lightness because the sun is the light. So have that move into your day more fully in your home space is what that's showing for me. And good morning, Michelle. Lovely to see you here. And good morning to you, Sarah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So with that, we're going to move that beautiful, lovely sunshine, masculine strength energy, all of that is, I mean, we know most of us would prefer a nice sunshiny day. So bring that energy, those happy moments into your, take it across to the workspace type of thing, because we do travel around our energies each and every way through the day. So whether it's in the home, and now we're in their workspace. If you work from home, even better. If you're moving out and about into where you go to work, or where you have a business that you run, or, you know, that you're responsible for, all of the ways that we can actually be at work. This is that sort of space. We did have the mask in the energies yesterday, so this is actually bringing it into the workspace. There's some things I'm feeling that you're probably needing to keep a little hidden for the moment, and it's not in a secretive way, it's just that you don't need to reveal everything. It's almost like playing some cards close to the chest is the feeling I'm getting, so that if there is something new that you have as ideas and the rest, probably not mentioning those yet because they're only half formed, that type of idea. So, but it is going to lead to the possibility that you might take away that mask and reveal it. So you need to actually be balancing that decision, because we've got the decision card, that choices card in the middle, remember? So we're moving across that energy. So have that clarity in how you're thinking of what's next, or, you know, you're planning what's next. There could be projects or orders you're even making, that type of thing, that you're needing to look at. Here we've got the sun on the cheek there and the moon on the cheek here. You know, there's all those possibilities, lightness, darkness, balance, but it's with the mask, so that we have that that space where we can decide in secret for the moment what do we need to reveal, and then bring it out either through the mouth doorway to speak it out, or through the head to reveal it in the shining light that we are, or different ways too that we can unmask and reveal what it is that next step or otherwise, and celebrate. Have a good time with that. It just depends which way are you stepping. What's the stage of that decision making that you have there in your workspace. And with the unexpected card being the heart card, it certainly is everything that we're doing today. Have it be from the heart. You're going to have that sense of really coming in from that space through your day today at certain points. Tap into that energy and be aware of what is happening at that point in time as you feel that heart energy popping in. Um, I mean, for me, the ideal is to actually be starting from that space and place anyway, that is the center of how you work, how you are, how you be more of you is from that heart space. It could be that it's popping in constantly for you today. Or it could be some of those moments you think, oh, what's happening around there? I really feel a sense of love for that, or doing that, or being, or for that person, or for the things that you're doing. Just take note and have an awareness of that when the heart energy pops in. Now, here for us with the anchor, what I felt as I first laid that down was, and the fact that it's in our role, I thought, oh, we're going to be the steadying influence today, aren't we? And that still holds as I'm reading this as the spread. So be that steadying influence for self, but for others too. Good morning, Nat. Lovely to have you here. You may need to, I mean, if you're just popping in now, you may need to watch the replay from the start. Probably go back to about 3-minute mark. Here we go with that. It could seem like you've had a few bits and pieces of the rough weather, the rough waters, whatever, because I know a friend in Queensland had to vacate her home that's a houseboat to be safer in case, with tsunami warnings and that. So, I mean, it could be that we're still feeling some of the energy from that. And I do know that Mercury is still in retrograde somewhere in the stage of just having that sense of uncertainty, or, choppy waters. It just feels like it still needs to settle. Well, just allow you to yourself first, because it does start with yourself, to feel that calmness, to feel that you have got everything set and right with your anchoring, so that you do feel really grounded, so that you are um, attached to the right things that are going to hold you steady. Because an anchor, or a point of creating that firmness and steadiness, can be in the ground, holding tent pegs down, for instance. That's a form of anchoring. So it's not just a water analogy with a boat. It is in whatever form you're needing to. Even the trees have their anchors in their roots. So imagine, if you're feeling a little unsteady, feel your roots going into Mother Earth to hold that steadiness for you. And the nurturing, because that's also where a tree gets its moisture, nutrients, and nurturing from. So, it's different ways that you can find that you can steady yourself and be that influence for others out and about in your influential area too. Did I say that right? Influential. Anyway, that's where the anchor is positioned today. It is your role. Okay. And here we are with that central card of the decision, of the choices. It is decision. Choices does mean decisions. So you're going to have the definite yes or no, one way or the other type of thing happening. And it is, by the end of the day, there will have been a fairly big decision made one way or the other. So that is how it sits as far as an outcome card goes. So by the end of the evening, when you're reflecting on, gee, what was the day for me? What occurred? I've got no idea why there's that buzzing, but anyway, here we go. Sorry about the noise on the phone. So just sit in that energy at the end of the day and feel that love of the things that you came across, that were the those moments that you really did feel a love for what you're doing. You know, even if it's just something you really enjoyed the process of and you loved, it could have been the love card then, you know, that heart. It is that time to reflect, be grateful and thankful for what has been our day to day, which at this point in time we don't know yet, but by the end of the day you will, and you can say, "Oh wow," you know. So, and this, and Sarah, you're commenting the Swan card looks like it'd fit perfectly on top of the stairs. Everything leads to love. Yes, yes, a very nice point. Very good, thank you. And it does. Well, even the fact that here we've got an anchor that's holding it all together as far as the column of the cards go too. So it really is that choppiness, that stability that we're going to gain from really anchoring and deciding. And yes, it is all connected to love. So that there is our reading for today. So as you're moving around and about your day today in whatever you're doing, just have that mindfulness of bringing in that beautiful energy of the sunshine, that light from the sun, that more practical than it is, the practical strength of the sun as well, that's going to be shifting you into making those decisions that you're needing to make. And certainly with that heart base as the primary influence for your day to day. Okay. And certainly, you know, being that anchoring influence for others too. But it does start with yourself. So you love it, Rena. Thank you so much. And for each and every one of you, thank you. Keep spreading the word that these are on in the mornings around the 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning may not be, it just depends, or I could probably schedule a pre-recorded. I will be on the road tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock. So um, I might end up just doing it from the car or not. I don't know. It just depends on signals and all sorts of things. And even at the destination, it may be later this afternoon, once I know I've got a good signal, that we can progress with a reading for the day. Sometimes we do miss out. I try not to, okay? Because I love the daily factor. It's just so much fun. So thank you, Michelle, as well. And it is lots to sit with. And thank you, Kerry Ann, as well, too, for the thank yous and safe travels for us. Yes, well, it's three of us this time. We've got Mum coming along too. So Margaret's coming, like Leanne's mum, not my mum, although my mum will be, but she'll be in spirit. She will be. I did that one, safe travels. Do it from the car. And that will depend on the signal strength, of course. So we'll see. We'll see what happens for tomorrow. It will be a surprise. So certainly check in whether there is a pre-recorded. I don't like doing them as such with pre-recorded. So it's highly likely it'll be from the car when we can do it with a good signal. And it could be even very brief and only a one-card reading. Who knows? Tune in. Tune in. If you still need to have the now there may be some people that you know in. I'm just trying to find where I've got the links. There may be some people that you know in Bordertown or Mount Gambier who may be interested in being here, like booking for a reading. So there's the link for that one. And that one, I'm not sure whether that's, what ones were they? I've got two of them popped up. So now I don't know which I've got. I'll do all three links. And Renmark's popped up as well. So that's a forward warning of March, because that's when that will be. So I'll hide that one. I'm not even sure what this one is. I've just got to check that. No, it's the same one, I think. Hopefully the links should take you to, looks like, Bordertown. Look, if there is someone that you know who is in those areas that would like to have a reading, direct them to the Calendly at least. They are there, whichever they can choose. So thank you. And for Leanne's bookings sheet, you'll need to go to the event, I think. Anyway, it'll work out as it's meant to. So thank you. There is still spaces. I can still do the online ones if there's space as far as a general reading here whilst I'm even there, because I will have a Wi-Fi connection. So thank you for being here today, and we'll catch up sometime tomorrow. Just keep being the best that you can be. And we'll see you somewhere on the ethers tomorrow.